and welcome to another unboxing video, not a boxing video. And sadly, I had started to record this with everything was boxed, but the recording did not. Something were the problem with the software, so I need to start over. And now it's all unboxed, so it's box. Well, never mind. It's already unboxed. It's two items I ordered from company called Gear for Music. And I also must say before I start that sorry for any bad English, and sometimes I have trouble to finding the correct words and so on, but I hope you will understand me anyway. As I said, I ordered this from Gear for Music, and first it was one of the items was not in the store at that moment, and I got that it should be in store quite soon. Then I got an email telling me that now your package soon going to be delivered or sent, because now we are getting this item into the shop earlier than expected. Then on the day after, I got another email telling that no, sorry, we did not get that item as planned, so it's going to be delayed. And then I got that it should arrive at Monday the 15th, but now it's here, and that's 2 days earlier than the estimated. So after all, back and forward, I got the items earlier than expected. And I have, as you see, unboxed it. This is a smoking machine. I always say that it's a smoke machine. And it's a small one. It's for small parties and small, maybe a small pub or something. As you may know, if you have seen my earlier videos, I like to have some lightning and smoke effects on my DJ mixes. It's just for the fun. It's just a fun thing for me. It's maybe a little bit silly, but I get a better mood when mixing, when having that and so on. So, and if sometimes someone wants to have a DJ for a small party, then I have some equipment. And as you know, or may know, I also made some homemade smoke fluid and used candles and so, and that worked out quite okay. But I found this, and this was quite cheap, I must say, around 300 Swedish kroner. And I also order, I have some lighting. I got in the little ceiling here, I got a laser, and I got some, what's it called? Like not a moonflower, it's more like a cluster or some. A small one, it's a cheap one, the ones you buy on Wish and so on for, almost nothing. I got that one, but I ordered also a new light effect, and I must say, when I got the items, this is the box for that one, and I can say that this is much bigger than I expected, to be honest. Here you have that one. I haven't take it out from the from the plastic yet. Here you got this cluster. It's called cluster 5. I guess that's because I guess it's 5 different LEDs colors and so on. And well, this is their own brand. Don't know if you can see there, it's Gear for Music Cluster 5, or at least they have put their name on this. It was it was a nice price, not expensive at all. They have other brands as well, but this one was cheapest one, so I bought that one. I hope the audio is okay. It can be a little bit loud on the peaks there, I see that now, so I'll lower the volume a little bit. I will hook this one up later, put it over here, and of course it was cables, power cords, and this one is the, I think it's US or something, I don't know, it's not EU plug, but it for the cluster it was this plug as well, this ordinary, well, to computers and so on, but with this smoking machine, no, Leif, or Leif, it's not called smoking machine. A smoking machine is something that make you smoke. But this one had no EU power cord. So I have, for now, I have taken this one for the smoke machine. And it was fluid in this one. It got a full tank, and it's a small tank, it's only like 250 milliliters, but since it's all for small areas, that is enough to get some smoke effects. I guess this will fill up this room quite quickly, and I don't want to have it filled. I just want to have the a light smoke, so my lighting effect shows better. And it came also with this bracket, so you can either mount it up in the ceiling, or if you want to have it mounted like this on some well, if you want to have it mounted like this or like that in the ceiling. So, and of course the screws for mounting it. I will put that on there because it can be nice to have as a handle. Should not have this on something that can't take heat. This is not a good spot for having it, but I rather have it on this one, and maybe this will get some burn marks and so on. It will get warm, of course, but I rather have that than spoiling. I have some plastic on this table, so I will screw this one in here. And also, as you can see, I have mounted this little tube, and at the bottom of the tube I will show that. Oh, that was not good. Oh, there we go. The whole tank were spinning around. At the bottom is a little filter. I don't know if you can see it. I don't want to drop it too much here. It's a little copper filter here, keeping the it clean, so if you get any dirt and so on in the tank, it will stay the filter. You have to remove that filter, put that tube in, and then put it back, and it should not be tight here, so do not if you buy something like this, don't think, oh, I need to tighten this or seal it. Don't seal. The hole is bigger. Some machines, I have worked with several machines earlier in my life, they have breathing holes. I call them breathing holes because if you seal this up and well, it's suction, this will suck the fluid into the heater and so on. It will be as a vacuum here. So that's why this hole is not the size of this tube. So do not try to modify it. It will not improve your. It will only destroy it after a while, because after a while, when it's being like vacuum in this tank, if you seal this, the pump and so on will get destroyed, and so do not modify it. Just telling if you want to buy something and think this is badly constructed. It should be like that. It's not like they have just, oh, we take this drill and we don't care if it fits or not. It should be a gap, or if it's are sealed, it should be small breathing holes that let air flow down. So, and of course, but as the most of those the smoke machines it has a remote control. I guess it's 2 or 3 meters or something. I don't know exactly. Let's show the back. Here you can see how much in the tank you have left. Here you put the power cord, and here it's on, and here is this cable for good and for bad. This cable is directly mounted. It's not some machines has that you can unplug it, but this one is mounted. And for the good thing is that you always have your remote with you. No problems, you never forget it. If you forget it, you have forgotten the smoke machine as well. But the bad part is that everything that is mounted directly and you have to pack it down and so on, it can be bent. And so but I think this is quite strong cable, and so, but it also make packing, if you have a little bag or something that you want to have exactly for this one, like you know, those aluminium bags you have equipment in, and with some foam that you want to cut out, you have to, well, take this, consider that it will be, this one always will be attached. So it's for good and bad. Since it was only 2 cables, I will plug this in plug this one in, let it heat. It will take about 4 or 5 minutes, I think, at least. Here it was a manual with it, a small one, really small. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages. And it, well, the most is self-explained, to be honest. There's nothing really strange about this. It's quite simple. Put the cord in, turn it on, let it heat up. When this light get red or orange, I guess this one is, then it's ready, it's heated. At least it has been so on other I have worked with. Maybe it can be that this one is when it's lit, it heating, and when it gets when it shuts down, when it's well, you understand, hopefully. When it's not lit anymore, it's heated. I don't know yet. We'll see when I turn it on and so on. But I will make a clip here because I need to go and find another of those cords. So now I'm back, and let's turn this phone around. Yes, it's my mobile phone. I use it as a webcam. I have 2 other webcams, but as well, as you can see. So I don't know, you see the light is on, and this is not, I just turned it on, so it is now heating up. I have and it was like I thought it was, when this is lighting up it will be heated. Just feeling how much heat it gives. Nothing yet, at least. Meanwhile, while this one is heating up, yes, I can see some smoke coming out from the nozzle already. And this, I will buy another type of I will buy water-based. I don't know if this is water-based or, but it's non-hazard at least. It's not toxic or something. It smells, yeah, it smells like a new, something new that is getting warm. Meanwhile, I put this one down just for a second because I'm going to replace, remove my radio. This is my ham radio, one of them, or at least it's the front of the ham radio. Yes, I am a ham radio amateur, but I will hook up some speakers like that. Oh, it hasn't gone 3 minutes yet, but you see now it's light, so now I can use it, but I will start this one first and check this one out. I guess this is going to be a quite bright. Just do like this, and here we go. Oh, audio. Well, let's see if I can find some music. Reacts really good to the sound. So that definitely works. And now let's see, do I get any? Well, it's not that warm out it's on the top here, it's a little bit warm. And as you can see, it gives smoke. Yeah, it's working really good. And well, I don't know if you can now. It's if it had been dark, we of course we have seen the light beams in this smoke, and the laser is going to be a really cool laser light in the smoke when filling this up a little more. I will not use too much now because, well, want to save it a little bit. I can see it now already, and now it's not dark in here. I can see it. The beams just take a little. No, shut it off now. Now it needs to heat again. But I don't know. You can't see it on the cam, I think, but I see the beams quite nicely. I think you can see it sometimes there, and that then it's not that much smoke in this area. The most is in the room. Yeah, this is quite nice, I must say. It worked really good, and yeah, it's. I will just make a pop over here so maybe you can see it. I think you can see it on now. I don't know if you can see it, but if it had been dark here now, you would see. I see the light beams from this. So, well, it works really good, I must say, no problem. This one is going to give a nice touch to the lighting, and I really like to see when I have the fog when I have fog in the room and use my laser, because the laser lights are really cool in smoke. It's like really light smoke. This fluid seems to be some light because it's almost like a layer from going from where I have my from here and beneath no smoke, so it doesn't sink it going up. There are different types of smoke liquid, of course. There are some that are heavier smoke and more dense smoke. This is what came with this machine, so I will buy. They have some water-based I will buy for, and it seems to be quite okay brand as well. So and it's not the 5 liters was not much. I think it was 150 Swedish kronor, and now I'm no it's not exactly, but that's like $14 or something, maybe not even that. It's around that, give and take a little bit, because I don't know how the currency is at this moment, but around that. I don't know if you can see that at the door is of course hard to show stuff like this, smoke and so on. If I turn this off maybe, and if you check at the door, you see around that level, I think you see the smoke a little bit. So the smoke is rising and lay around here. Of course, if I have used this longer, it would be more smoke and so on, but I will advise you, guys or girls, if you buy a smoke machine for your party and so on, do take down, if you have like a fire alarm, a fire sensor, smoke sensor, take it down, because else you're going to have problem. Your party will be quite noisy with that fire that sensor going off all the time, because yes, this will trigger it. So that was my little unboxing. That was more boxing. No, it wasn't boxing, but it were unboxed already. So it was this Cluster 5 from Gear for Music, and my first impression is it seems to work really good. It's bigger than I expected. Give a really good light and has a really good music sensor. It can't compete, my smaller one can't compete at any level with the music reaction. The light from the smaller one, it's not bad at all. If you want a smaller discreet one, you can buy the small ones. This one will be nice to have. I will put this, I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. I got my laser and the small one right above me here. I think I'm going to put this maybe in that room, but I don't going to put it in the ceiling, but I will maybe put it in that corner, so I get some light from that direction and from this direction. Also, I'm waiting for another light I ordered from China that I'm waiting for. It has arrived Sweden. It came to the airport. So I guess if our lousy postal service, yeah, they are really crappy, since well, that's another story, yeah, to be honest, but it's really crappy. But if everything goes as planned, maybe I should have it, if lucky, maybe I got it at the end of next week, but I guess it will take maybe 2 or 3 weeks, since it sometimes it's really going fast from China, and it has gone really fast. For just under 1 week it got from China here, so hopefully I have it in a couple of days, maybe at the end of next week, but it's another light, and it will be another unboxing video for that one. So that was it. Thank you for watching, and of course I'm happy if you push the like button, and if you want to subscribe, you do that, and also feel free to comment and so on. And once again, sorry for bad English, and when I'm not finding word, and maybe some bad audio sometimes. I see I'm talking quite I see it going over the red sometimes, so I peak a little bit. I'm sorry for that, but hopefully you can hear and understand what I'm saying. And thank you once again for looking. Have a nice day, evening, or night, or morning, whatever time it is at your place. Bye bye bye.